Who comes first in a man's life? The mom,
The wife.
the wife, the kids.
The wife.
The wife.
I already said it.
Most men will pick the mom.
No, well, I know they will, but I don't think it's right.
Why?
I think the family that you create is more important than the family you come from.
But mama no swabo abro, see I want to
Her husband.
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah. It's her husband's responsibility.
Because some men, I know, some men are more like, me mommy, me mommy.
I love my mom.
Yes, it doesn't stop you from loving her.
Yeah.
So,
I love
like-
my mom. I carry my mom with me everywhere. She's on my neck almost literally everywhere. But there was one thing I've been saying, which is most divorces is because the sex is terrible.
Thank you.
But they can't say it.
They can't say it.
So they would rather find something else to blame. So sometimes you hear about divorces and then you listen to the reason and you're like, this is a piece of shit. Like, I don't get it. Why? Yeah.
She's a good woman, but she hates your taste in music and your taste in food.
It still is.
No.
Yeah. It still is.
It's enough for me. Why?
Again, prioritizing.
Okay.
Right? I think finding a good person is really hard nowadays.
So that one is first.
So that one is really up there for me. Like if the person is.
But if you
genuinely
guys
a good
are
person.
traveling, me like this, let me give you a quick scenario. All my life, I've never found any man who loves Kojenchi. For
Really?
the first time in my life, I found somebody who please put the ring on it. I was like, he asked me, he keeps asking, what do you like? I'm like, the fact that you love Kojenchi. So it makes me feel like, at least you're too quiet, you know, but yeah. So
You can introduce it to him.
the rest, they didn't like it.
Yeah, but you can slowly like introduce them to it.
Yeah. So you think it's not a big deal?
No.
Me from what I've experienced is a no for me. You is a yes for
it's
you.
a yes for me.
It's a no.
Yes.
Tales and Virtues Podcast. Tales and Virtues Podcast. Tales and Virtues Podcast. Tales and Virtues.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to Tales and Virtues Podcast with your girl Genevieve. Yes, today, hey, we have a special guest in the house, and we're going to talk about some important topics. And I know my men fans, yes, you've always asked me, when is a man coming? They be oba. Look at my cameraman doing koli. Yes, today a man is in the building. And this man, he's married, so I can't. In fact, if you talk, he's married, so I can't compliment him too much before they kick my ass. But you better thing. But he's a very nice gentleman, okay, and he's here to help us break certain things small for all of us to understand. Okay, all right. So in that order, we have Mr. Joey MENSA in the building.
What's up? Thank you.
Jesus, just 1 minute of silence. Just look. Yes. Okay, you're welcome, sir.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
All right.
That was a nice intro, though. You're good at it. Yeah.
Thank you. All right, guys. So we are here to break things down, and Mr. Joey MENSA is here to help us. Are you ready?
Yeah.
You talk power on TikTok, so
On TikTok?
yeah.
On
TikTok
Tiktok, I thought I sang instead. I tried to sing.
You know what?
Not I sing. I
I
try
like
to sing.
watching the ones you are talking about topics
Like,
other than the
okay.
singing. Yeah.
Well, that's you.
Oh.
Because the reason I'm saying that is because I used to put that a lot on there, right?
Okay.
And it never really like took off. And then as soon as
Then
I
you do
did
the singing, that one.
thing, it took off.
Then I need to write a song so that you can sing for me.
I don't have good voice, so
Hey, wait. All right. Okay, so are you ready for us to break down these topics?
I'm very ready.
All right. I
Let's
like
see.
the fact that you are here because we are going to look at things like on the men's perspective. Yes. So let's go straight ahead. I'm ready. Okay.
All right.
Okay. So the first thing I'm going to ask you is most marriages are falling apart these days. We are going straight to the point. What do you think is causing the problem, and what do you think are some ways we can fix it?
I think personally, I think I've said this so many times. Personally, I think most people that are married don't like each other. Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, I think they don't like each other. I think they love each other, but they don't like each other. And most people think that just because you love somebody that you like them, but you don't.
So in that case, can you say a man can marry somebody without loving them?
Without loving them, yeah. I mean,
Oh my
most men
God.
do that.
But why though?
I think there are more other, so there are other things that are kind of important, just, or let's say just as important as loving somebody, right?
Yeah.
And sometimes if you get a lot of boxes checked, the love piece might be just a little bit, and you should be good with it to go.
Wow.
You know, like it, because the love piece is like the commitment, right? So you just need, in my opinion, a little bit of that is good if a lot of boxes checks out. Like you genuinely like people, and you have like a little piece of that commitment part, which is loving them and willing to go that long route. It should be good.
But can love exist if there's no money?
If there's no money, of course.
And
Maybe today. So I mean, even in modern terms, I think it still does exist.
really?
Yeah.
Because
I think it still does
my
exist.
gender these days we make what though?
It's just hard to know for sure if they mean it.
Oh.
And then sometimes it's even hard for them to know they actually mean it.
Oh.
Because when people are broke, your brain will tell you a lot.
But I
So-
also know that if most men don't have money,
Mm-hmm.
that is when they are in their low self-esteem
Mm-hmm.
thing. So in that case, I feel like if you're a man and you don't have money, you should just focus on that. Making money instead of entering into a relationship and stuff like that. What do you think about that?
You right to a certain extent.
Okay.
So if you don't have money, it depends how serious you're taking that relationship and how, where exactly you trying to take that relationship,
Okay.
right? So if you don't have money, like let's say you broke and you are just trying to get into the boyfriend, girlfriend thing, man, relax, chill. Go put your money together. But I think if you don't have money, but you have a plan, you have a focus, and the person that you're choosing, you are actually choosing them or choosing her because you plan on actually marrying this person and taking this person along with you on your journey, then I think you can go for it.
Okay.
Right? Because at that point, you have a goal that you're trying to achieve. And the goal that you have, you can picture this person coming along and helping on, that journey.
Okay.
So I can see, somebody, I got married, I didn't have nothing.
Oh.
Yeah. So it's normal.
I get it now.
It's not necessarily from my my experience,
Okay.
right? But I think if you have a plan and you know where you're going, you can pick a helper that will help you along the way.
But
right?
these days, most women don't want to be helpers. They just
want to come in and enjoy. That's what the problem is. Because then think about it this way: if I'm already successful and I got a lot of money, how exactly am I going to know if you genuinely want me and not because of my money?
Yeah.
Right? Because I don't know. And sometimes the ladies don't know either. Because if you have money, to them, they think they do love you. Go broke and see if they actually do love you. Because sometimes even the ladies don't know. They convince themselves they
That-
want you
or they will stay if
or
you
they
go.
will stay, right? They don't know. So things actually get tough.
All right.
Yeah.
It's already getting heated over here. I swear. Please drink some water right now.
Oh. Oh.
All right. Now, the next question I'm going to ask you is a lot of men these days, all right, they are channeling into the fact of being a polygamous man. What do you think is causing that?
I think social media is playing a part.
Ooh.
Well, one, I think is just men's nature playing a part. And two, social media is kind of encouraging it. That's what I think. Because I think naturally, I think men have a problem with that. And I think it's because we're very territorial, right?
Oh.
So we always want to be able to say that's mine, or
Oh.
we crave for stuff like that. That's the reason why people go to wars and stuff and fight over unnecessary
On
things.
that note, let me ask you this question, which I know the ladies will thank me today for this question. Why is it that when married men cheat, they want their wives and just be like, oh, famisa, but when the woman cheats, it's like it's over. What's that about?
Two things that that comes to mind, right? So for men, most of the time when they cheat, most of the time, not all the time, sometimes they actually do mean it and they really want this other person. But most of the time, they don't care. It was
just
just
the
about
cheating?
the sex and just about being able to say, I hate that kind of thing.
Really?
Most of the time. Because
Oh.
what exactly are we, like, they won't take you nowhere. So assuming like a guy has like maybe 4 or 5 different girlfriends or whatever, like he knows he can marry all of them. So what exactly is he doing with that?
So you guys can really so no youth, but
guys
guys can
can do that. Like
without any
there's
attachment.
no attachment, no feelings.
For we women, you do that like this before.
Yes, that's where the problem comes in. So the two things that I mentioned, one is like usually on the woman's side.
Yeah.
Not all the time, but majority of the time. Once they do it, there is a little bit of attachment to that other person compared to like a guy. I'm not saying it's good for guys to do it. I'm just saying compared to a guy can do it and he has no attachment at all.
But what do you think will even cause a married woman to go that route?
To go,
What's the man not doing? What are the things?
see, that's where the problem comes in. When a man does it, he did it because he wanted to. When a woman does it, he did
It's
it
the man who
because
caused
a
this.
guy
Now who
caused him
caused
to
her?
do it. Nah, the guy didn't cause her to do it.
No.
She did it because she wanted to. And then people, so I understand that sometimes people can do things that will make you step out, right? But most of the time we do things because we really want to.
Oh.
Like, we really want to. If you didn't want it, you probably could have, And then
Prevented
sometimes,
it.
yeah, you could have stopped it at some point. And then sometimes we want to, and then it's more like, it's kind of that mind games that we play in our head, which is, I want it. I don't want it. It's stupid. It's not stupid. And then you start thinking that, okay, I'm going to stop here. And then you get to that point and you don't stop and then it continues. Like those kind of games that we play in our head, most of the time it happens. The problem is like with a guy when he's playing those games in his mind, like, oh, I'm going to stop at this point and he doesn't stop. I'm going to stop at this point and he doesn't stop. He's still detached though. But for a lady, she probably is attached. Like she's got something that
So
she's
in that
holding
case,
onto.
the man feel like, nah, this one day you have to go.
Most of the time, that is how I would say we convince ourselves, like as men. Most of the time, I think we convince ourselves just because we don't have an attachment. When we get to the bridge where we said we were going to stop and we don't stop, you convince yourself, yeah, it doesn't really mean anything anyways, right? And then you keep going.
And I also know that, especially if your woman cheats, you're a married man, your wife cheats, and then there was some stigma, be like
That was the second point that I was gonna make.
Yeah.
So, men being territorial, right? It's kind of like a king that operates in his
kingdom.
own kingdom.
Yeah.
Once the lady cheats, it's like you took something away from me. Do you get that? It's
Yeah.
like that's what Ben can do with it. Most of the time, it's like his pride is gone because pretty much men we hold on to the one that we have, the one that we say that is my wife. That's why men are proud of saying this is my wife right here. And when men step out, they want to show off who their lady is and stuff. Like it's kind of like a pride that comes with that. So it's like I have my kingdom, I run in my kingdom. Remember I said men are kind of territorial.
Yeah.
It's like my kingdom, I operate in my kingdom, I run and make the rules here. And so once you allow another man to come in and take it, it's like, okay, I'm no longer ruling this.
Wow.
Because somebody else was able to just come in, take whatever he want and just walk out. That's why we struggle with it. It's kind of like pride, ego,
Yes.
stupid stuff like that.
Guys,
Yeah.
at this point, If your woman cheat, then just say bye bye. Because at this point, you can't even.
More than likely, if a woman cheats, more than likely
Yeah.
that relationship will end.
It will end. Okay. Now, the next question I'm going to ask you is: do you think social media is affecting relationships these days?
Oh yeah,
In what way?
it can be positive, right?
Is the positive more or negative is more?
I would say it's almost the same. The issue is, as human beings, we gravitate towards negativity first.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you go out there and then you see somebody else's relationship or somebody else's marriage terrible than yours is, most of the time you don't look at yours and say, oh, maybe I should enjoy mine, be grateful for what I have. Like, we gravitate towards the negative more compared to if we go on media and then we see, you know, those media couples that are always having fun, chilling, as if everything is perfect. Now you're sitting back thinking, my man ain't shit. You know what I mean? Like, we gravitate towards that a lot more than the positive. So I think on the media space, there is maybe equal percentage of good information and bad information. The problem is us. We like the negative more. So if you go on like social media, TikTok, YouTube, whatever, if somebody is giving you good marriage information, check the number of people that are on there. Be 20, 25, 15, we don't care.
Yeah.
Go on that page that they are fighting and cursing each other out. You get almost
Everybody's
500
there.
people there.
Yeah.
Everybody's there. They're listening. And we gravitate towards that, right?
Than there.
And sometimes we learn subconsciously. So the more you listen to this stupid stuff, this stupid information, your brain is holding on to it, but you don't even know. You don't even know you collecting this data
Yeah.
from social media. So that is how I think most of the time it affects us negatively, because now you're going to have, you know, comparison issues.
Yeah.
Like, oh, my man and this, my man. Like, you see my videos. Sometimes just go through the comment and see people saying, why is my man not doing this? Like, that's not even
Yeah.
the place
Yeah.
to say this,
Yeah.
right? Why is my man not doing this? Why is my man not doing that? That comparison thing, instead of actually saying, well, maybe whoever got him, she's good, but I'm good with mine
Mine
too.
too.
We don't look at it like that. Like, we start making these comparisons and start, you know, having trust issues, because social media is kind of sneaky sometimes too.
So in that case, would you advise people who are doing well in their relationship and marriages? Sometimes they want to post their partners. Is it gonna cause a problem or it's nothing?
For them, for their marriage or their relationship, I think if you are solid in your relationship, nobody should be able to kind of tear you apart. So I don't see the problem with
Whether you post the person
Whether
or
you post
it
it or
shouldn't
not.
cause a breakup.
No, not at all. I
Okay.
don't think so. I think it's fine. My issue with most of the time posting partners, family, and things like that is that social media is like a world in itself. So if you end up having an issue with, let's say, person A, but you have been posting your partner, you have been posting your family, nobody's perfect. Your partner got flaws. Your kids got flaws. Guess what this person is going to do to hurt your feelings? Coming after your family, right? Because now they have a lot of information. You've
not
been giving
about
it to
you.
them. So if they can't hurt you personally, they're coming after your family now. Now they're going to look at you and say, oh, that's why your wife looks like that. That's why your kids are like that. Now they are attacking your family, you know, because you've been feeding them the information.
Yeah.
So personally, like, I don't post my kids.
Oh,
I've
you
never-
do have
no.
kids.
Yeah, we have 3 kids.
Of course. Beautiful woman. Please, the wife is here. I've not even today
Yeah.
my eyes is seeing beautiful things.
So, like, I never post my kids.
Okay.
So if you have issues with me, you can never attack my family, like my kids. No.
Yeah.
You won't get
So it's actually better not to post then, right?
in my opinion, keep your family out of social media.
If it's you doing your thing, just do
Yeah.
it.
It's my TikTok. It's not my son's TikTok.
Yeah. Oh, I like that. Yeah. Yeah.
So
Okay. Okay. All right. So let's talk about young men and money. So this one is special to me because I did an episode where I talked a little bit about money, and I had men coming to me, and most of the times I just wish men have the women. Let's say the women have me, but we don't have my kind of male version out there, which I don't know. So
I'm sure there is.
maybe they don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I want you to use this opportunity to advise our men on making money and saving money.
Work hard, work smart, invest, save.
Okay.
I think that's like the simplest way I can put it.
Okay.
Work hard, put your hands to work.
Let's talk to the camera phone so that they can see your face.
Yeah, work hard, work smart, invest, save. So, you work hard, you always put your hands to work, you find something to do. You work smart, you find means to make your job easier and do it faster, right? Invest what you are getting into something that is going to be more profitable.
Okay.
And then save some.
Okay.
Like, I think that's the easiest and the simplest way I can put it. And then just keep doing that.
Okay. So you guys work hard though. The money won't come if you are sitting in the house watching Netflix. Stand up and whatever plans you have, put it into action and work hard. Save. We are all saving. If you are not saving, so save.
Why do they have to live though?
We will leave. Yeah, look at the camera. We will leave. We will go. Wifey, am I like?
She didn't leave.
Yeah, you're too special. So you haven't even come there. All right, let me ask you this one. A lot of women these days, I don't know what is happening in here. Is it that they are saving to do BBL or they are ready to go and do BBL? What is going on? What do you think? Is it the most people are saying is the men causing that insecurity? Others too are saying otherwise. What do you think is the problem?
So it's insecurity for a purpose.
Okay.
It's like one of my favorite comedians once said, how do you say I fucked up your self-esteem? Like it's your self-esteem. It's
Not mine.
It's esteem of yourself. So I shouldn't have anything to do with that, right? I think most men love women with, nice behind and nice shape and stuff like that. And I think that is what makes, most ladies think, then let me go get it.
Yeah.
But if you are going to get it with that in mind, you're already in the wrong place to begin with.
Do you think social media is playing a part? Because with
social
this all
media
this nyash thing.
Social media plays a part in almost everything now. Yeah, it plays a part in almost everything now. I think ladies seeing how men talk about other women with nice body and nice shape and stuff convinces them that, okay, baby, I need to look like that, right? I think if you're going to do anything, do it because you want to do it.
Not to impress the next person.
So let's say you feel like, you know what, this will make me feel much better about me. Yeah, go for it. But not, I'm doing it because, men love
Nyash
right now. So I'm going to get it just so they will love me. You're already wrong to begin with. Everything after that is going to be wrong.
All right. So ladies, please, this thing, I think the Ghanaian women is okay, but our Nigerian women, the insecurity there is crazy. And I have a lot of Nigerian women fans. So please, it's not about you or about ABA. First of all, that thing, they won't tell you the side effect though. The other side, the other face of it.
Of course.
It's just the outlook. So ladies, who here, Masak? I
think if you are very good with yourself, and I get it, sometimes people are just not good with themselves. We have, parts of us that we are like, I'm not a big fan of my nose or my lips or stuff like that, right? If you are good with yourself, you don't need to do all that. That's what I was saying earlier, that if you are doing it because you personally, you want to change it because you want it, then sure.
Okay.
It's the same reason why we want Mercedes, somebody wants Maybach, somebody wants, because at the end of the day, if I buy me a Toyota, it will drive me wherever I want to go, right? But we still choose to, spend a lot more money on, I want to get a BMW.
Yeah.
Why? Because you want it. But if you're gonna get a BMW because you want to impress other people,
Yeah.
you're wrong. It's kind of like that.
Just
You
get it because you want
you
to.
want it,
Yeah.
not because of anybody else. So if you are good in your skin and then you don't see nothing wrong, then sure, you'll find somebody that wants that. Yeah.
Okay. Now I'm gonna ask you this: what are, let's say, top 3 things that couples can do to spark some excitement in their marriages or relationship with all this stress going on?
I mean, so when it comes to that, the easiest way to put it would be, because when a relationship starts, right, there is always a spark, right? So the question is, what exactly was keeping that spark back then?
Oh, I like that.
Because most of the time, the reason why we lose the spark is because we let go of all the things we were doing earlier on when we first met.
So those things, some needs to still be around.
course.
Okay.
Because when you first met her, you were waking up every day and saying, "Hey, babe, good morning, I miss you." And then now you got married and you wake up in the morning and you're like, "Amity Kuchichi was saying." You get
Something
it?
should be there.
Of course. So those things that were, you had back then that kept that spark. Keep
Don't
doing it.
lose everything. Okay.
Keep doing it. Because maybe in the early stages, you guys were going on dates. You got married, you don't go on dates nights no more. Of course, you're going to lose your spark. Because some of the things that kept you guys in that spark was going on date nights, just you and your woman, just chilling, hanging out, holding hands.
So just continue dating,
Yeah.
even if you are married. Continue
Good.
dating in there.
Good. That's the best way. So even if you're married, keep your dating life in there.
Going.
Yeah. You will easily keep the spark. And so in that, you will find things like, back then, let's say you guys weren't living together. So you will wake up and say, "Good morning, babe."
Yeah.
Now you do. You can still wake up in the morning with the person next to you and just give a person a kiss and say, "Hey, good morning." Like you go on dates nights, right? Those kind of things.
On that note, most of our Ghanaian men are not romantic. Cry. Give them some tips.
Yeah, I'm not romantic like
Oh,
that.
you are romantic. Madam was. What's the trust? Is that a question? I'm sure you're romantic.
I know one or two things.
Okay, you teach us the 1 or 2.
Yeah, I just gave you one. Well, I
Maybe
gave
the
you
other
two.
one, the 2.
I gave you 2. So date nights, because that's one thing that I kept doing till maybe the last few months. Like I was going on dates like every 2 weeks.
Okay.
With my wife. Like that's
Ooh,
one
I
thing I was
like
doing.
that.
Every 2 weeks we would just find a restaurant, someone new to try, stuff like
There's
that.
a thing called the 2-2 rule. The 2-2-2 rule. Every
What's
2
that?
weeks, every 2 months, every 2 years.
Oh.
Yes,
Never
the 2
heard
years is the vacation outside the country.
That's not bad.
The 2
See?
months is the outside Accra or something, and then the 2 weeks is date. Yeah.
See? That's
that
good.
that's
so
it.
that's a good
Yeah,
one.
yeah.
The other one is like, good morning kisses and stuff like that. And-
Cameraman. Also, I'm gonna make this ask hello.
Another one would be maybe, touches and stuff.
Yes.
Yeah. Like, yeah, it's your wife. So just,
Grab 'em.
keep touching them and
Grab it, no.
stuff like that.
Maybe family about taba movie.
yeah, because I think most people like, it's just humans, right? Once we get married, sometimes we get too comfortable. Now it's no longer,
Yeah.
it doesn't matter how huge the wife's ass is, they will never touch it. But they will be wanting to touch somebody else. Right?
In Kasero,
Yeah, so those kind of little things,
Yeah.
those little touches here and there. It doesn't have to start anything. It doesn't have
and
to
then
lead
grabbing
into, like,
her from the back and things.
No, those kind of things will always keep the spark.
Me, I say, Gani, when you're romantic, cry. I get that in my DM all the time. Nice ladies. So they always
Their
complain
ladies,
about
their guys are not romantic.
at like 0. So I'm even thinking of finding somebody who can talk so that we do a romantic episode.
Hey,
Oh yes.
how is a romantic episode gonna be?
That one is gonna be PG-75. All right.
I mean, it won't be bad. I think.
Yeah.
I think if you can do that, it will be good. One of those things that you can do like a subscription kind of thing. Like if you really
Yeah.
want to hear
Yeah.
stuff like that.
Yeah.
Because I think I recorded an episode like that maybe 2 or 3 times with my wife.
Ooh.
I think we posted one, but we never posted the other ones.
I have to go and listen to that.
I don't think it's available right now. I will have to check. But yeah, it was just literally like marriage and sex. Like,
That's dope. Like
Yeah,
over
stuff
here, they'll be
like
like, ew, but it's good because a lot of people are lacking in that area.
Ghanaians keep saying Ghanaian ladies are boring. So I didn't say nobody should come.
No,
for
but
me.
it's true.
I
The
didn't
ladies
say
are
it.
like, ajish phone.
Yeah, I didn't say it. But I've heard it so many times. That,
Yeah.
Ghana ladies there, I'm boring. And also I doubt.
And the men too, the women say they are boring. And then at this point, boring plus boring is equal to.
You know, one thing that on that episode, there was one thing that I said. I remember saying, be the whore in the bedroom for your man.
And then
And
class
then
in the streets.
once you're out of the bedroom, now you become the normal wife.
It's perfect, actually.
Yeah.
That's how I am.
Because if you don't do it, somebody will find a way
Oh,
to do it.
please. Yeah, but yeah, mom. Yeah, try how decent.
So you might as well make sure you.
Exactly.
You
It's
do it.
true.
Yeah.
Just over here, they'll be like, you know what I say? Easy.
It's just the way we are raised. I don't think I ever mentioned it publicly.
Yeah.
But there was one thing that I've been saying, which is most divorces is because the sex is terrible.
Thank you.
But they can't say it.
They can't say it.
So they would rather find something else to blame. So sometimes you hear about divorces and then you listen to the reason and you're like, this is a piece of shit. Like, I don't get it. Why? Yeah, the sex is probably trash. They can't say it. They don't know how to say it. So they will find the dumbest of,
Nyama nyama be
and
just
then
put the
just say,
blame there.
yeah, there's the reason why, but really, they just
Zero.
They just don't like their sexual life.
I can't wait for that episode. All right. Now, the next question. I want you to arrange this for me and then give us why. Because this one is always a debate. Who comes first in a man's life? The mom,
The wife.
the wife, the kids.
The wife.
The wife.
I already said it.
Most men will pick the mom.
No, well, I know they will, but I don't think it's right.
Why?
I think the family that you create is more important than the family you come from.
But mama no so bro, see I want to
Her husband,
Ooh, I like that.
yeah, it's her husband's responsibility.
Because some men I know, some men are more like me mommy, me mommy.
I love my mom.
Yes, it doesn't stop you from loving her.
Yeah,
So,
I love
like-
my mom. I carry my mom with me everywhere. She's on my neck almost literally everywhere. Yeah, I love my mom.
But she's number.
But if they were drowning, I'll pick my wife first.
But your umamiti swako for wife.
I want to step on her, but what I mean is like I will pick my wife first and I'll come back for my mom. Yeah.
The love is there, all right.
It doesn't change the fact. See, I think most of the time we confuse it. We think, well, she can leave you anytime. Well, then maybe you picked wrong to begin with. If you pick the person that you are sitting down thinking she can leave you at any point, you probably made a mistake to begin with, right? But if you pick the person that you don't think she's going to leave you at any point, if it comes to them drowning, this is my wife. And the kids are like,
I know the men
Yeah.
will fight you in the comment section. This particular part is going straight to TikTok. But I 100% agree.
yeah, it's your wife first.
It's your family first. Your mom has
Her
lived and
own
done,
family.
Yeah.
Like your mom has her husband
Yeah.
to, do that. So, because you can't love your mom and provide for her the things that her man is supposed to, right? Certain things are just for her, which is probably your dad. Or if
Okay,
not
what
your
if
dad,
daddy
then
is
stop.
not alive? Be another daddy film. And also
That's unfortunate. It still doesn't mean that I will
pick mom first.
mom first over like this your life. I think there's
She's
the reason
gonna be
why
a loved second choice.
not necessarily a second choice.
Okay.
I think it's so the love is the same. Excuse me. In my mind, it's the same. I love them both the exact same way.
Mommy
and I-
Frere Albeko.
Yes.
Wifey Frere Albeko.
Yes.
Okay.
But if you ask me, okay, if they are drowning, who would you pick first? I will pick my wife
Mine
first.
first, okay.
Because this is my family that I'm building, right? I'm responsible for my family.
Yeah.
I am responsible for my mom, but not the way I'm responsible for my family.
Okay.
Right? Because my dad is supposed to be responsible for my mom. Do you get it?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's a cycle that humans should see that. I think there's a reason why Bible said you leave your home to go cleanse your wife and do all that stuff.
Okay. So now let me ask you, this one is a little bit personal, but I know it will help somebody out there to help them think a little bit, especially any man who is looking to get married to somebody. So at what point did you feel like wifey was the one?
I think when she was willing to just forgo of the money she would make to make sure I was good.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
I think there was a point that I was sick. I was very sick. And I expected a good friend of mine at the time to look at that and say, because you were sick, I will hang around to make sure you're good. But he didn't. He left. Because he needed to go work and make the money. And
Yeah. Yeah.
money is, but I remember calling her and saying, I think she called me. And I was like, yeah, I'm not well. I'm not good. I'm really sick.
Yeah.
And then she said, okay. And I think in about maybe an hour or so, like she called off work. She was already at work.
Oh, so she had
told
to
him,
leave.
I have emergency. I got to
Okay.
go.
Oh,
I was like, okay.
okay.
Like if you are willing to, because over
What
there,
is
your money is your money.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
So I was like, you know what? Yeah, if you are willing to let go of your money just to make sure I'm good, maybe there's something there.
Okay.
No, other things included, but at that point, I'm like,
That
okay.
was kind of special to you.
Yeah, like, okay, that kind of means something. People will not like, over there, people will not call off work for you. No.
Okay, so this is
No, there are only maybe two people in my life that will call off work to do something for me. My sister Rahel will do it anytime. And my wife. People will not call off work to do things for you. easily
especially
like
over
that.
there. Hey.
Yeah, people won't just do it just because you asked. Like, oh, call off work and do this. Why? Like, how special are you?
All right.
Yeah.
This is our first segment. Okay. Did you like?
That was good. Those were great questions.
Okay. All right, guys. So please stick around. We are about to dive into the second segment. Okay. All right. All right. So, my favorite segment, personal favorite segment, is here. Now, I'm about to ask Mr. Joey some quick questions. And today, we all know Mr. Joey is a married man with a beautiful wife. Yes, but due to our single fans, he's gonna act as a single man for a second, so that he can be able to answer the questions nicely, so that you guys can understand. Okay, all right. Now, if I ask the question, if you agree, you say yes. If you don't agree, you say no, and then you give us why. Quick. Okay. All right. Now, the first question is, this one is even funny. She's a good woman, but she speaks terrible English. Is it a yes or a no?
So let me make sure I get it right. So is that in someone like
Not you.
referring to someone
A
in particular?
single person. Let's say if you are like searching right now and you found somebody, she's a good woman, but the bro for Ngui.
Oh, yeah.
No. Is
Oh, because you can teach English.
it gonna be nice?
Yeah, you can.
Okay.
Yeah. So I think if it's a good woman, so if you prioritize it, right, having the good woman comes before
The English.
the English language.
Okay.
Like, even if she's not willing to learn, I probably will not care.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. But if she's willing to learn,
Then I will teach you.
okay. So it's a yes for you.
Yes, it's a yes for
Me,
me.
then say no. Hey, imagine.
Why?
Check it. Oh, God, is ne afra. All right, the next one is, she's a good woman, but she hates your taste in music and your taste in food.
It's still a yes.
No,
Yeah. It's still a yes.
it's not for me. Why?
again, prioritizing,
Okay.
right? I think finding a good person is really hard nowadays.
So that one is first.
So that one is really up there for me. Like if the person is
But if you
genuinely
guys
a good
are
person.
traveling, me like this, let me give you a quick scenario. All my life, I've never found any man who loves Kojenchi. For
Really?
the first time in my life, I found somebody who please put the ring on it. I was like, he asked me, he keeps asking, what do you like? I'm like, the fact that you love Kojenchi. So it makes me feel like, at least you're too quiet, you know, but yeah. So
You can introduce it to him.
the rest, they didn't like it.
Yeah, but you can slowly like introduce them to it. Yeah.
So you think it's not a big deal?
No.
Me from the what I've experienced is a no for me. You is
Yeah,
a yes for
it's
you.
a yes for me.
It's a no.
Yes.
All
Because
right.
you can introduce
You
it to
can.
them. They'll probably come like it eventually.
Okay.
Plus, people's taste in music changes.
Oh, it's true.
Yeah. So assuming that, let's say at the time I got married, I wasn't a big R&B fan.
Oh.
Now that's all I listen to.
Oh.
See, imagine that. Let's say at the time you were saying, "No, I'm looking for a guy that loves R&B," right?
And
I
then
didn't even like suits at the time. You would never get me to wear suits. So think about it. Those things change over time, right? So
Okay, those ones they were no good and didn't like my music, so that one is different. All right. Now the next one is she's an alpha female, but she's also a good woman. She has this strong side, but
how alpha are we talking about?
like alpha.
No.
No. Okay.
It's a
for
no for
for
me.
a woman, I feel like it's a yes, but for a man, it's a no, right?
Yeah. That's why I was asking how alpha. Like, as in, I wanted
She's
to know.
a strong.
Yeah, because
They need a ding.
if you can't tone it, it will bring about a lot of disagreements and stuff.
Okay, so it should be like you should know where to take your alpha to.
Yeah, because I don't think it's wrong in itself being alpha. I think you should know when it's most beneficial to you. Like in
business,
workplaces,
yeah.
business, because you don't want to step outside and anybody can just take you for granted, right? So in certain areas, yeah.
But when you come home,
Yeah, when you come home, you need to be able to kind of
tone it down.
leave that at work and
Okay.
come and be a mother to, the kids or a wife.
Okay.
Stuff like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's a no.
It's a no. If that's what I was asking, how
Yeah.
alpha. If it
Yeah.
is that up there, no.
Okay. For me,
No,
it's a yes.
I will save myself the stress.
the headache. Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually agree. When you're a woman in the house, come on. You don't have to be like that. Just
You know what is funny? I think if you are they're gonna hate me for this one. If you are very feminine, you can get a man. You are more powerful. Let me put it that way. You are more powerful being feminine.
Yes.
If you're very feminine,
Yeah.
you will get a man to do anything. Yeah.
I remember I did one episode where I spoke about embracing your femininity as a woman and come and see these women in my DM. Madam, you're the intimate you. I'm like, Masa, fine, we understand you wanna when you're the independent and things, but if you're able to balance and know where to be cutesy, ooh,
I think it's very useful outside of your personal life. Because even in your personal life, if you are too alpha, if you're too like strong and all that stuff, like always screaming,
Bruso.
shouting and all that, your kids are gonna pick up on that.
oh,
See, that trait is gonna go
Yeah.
from you to your daughter.
yeah.
So even if your daughter was the opposite, now she's gonna pick on that. Because kids learn without really learning. It's like their brain grabs everything
Yeah.
they see. So yeah, I would save myself the stress.
Okay. Last one. Okay. All right. She's more richer than you. Is that a red flag or is okay?
Not really.
So is it a yes
It
or a no?
depends what I want to know more before I say yes or no.
It's more of she earns more in her business than you. I say when it comes to money, you are down and she's up.
It's a yes. I don't mind.
You don't mind.
Yeah.
They say a lot of men are very insecure in that area.
I don't know if insecure is the word, but I think they're trying to save themselves the trouble.
Oh,
Because if you're already very higher in financially, right? There are certain things that you do that is according to what you make. And if a man is stepping in, a man that knows that I'm responsible for my home will want to take care of the
Yeah.
things in the house.
yeah.
Now your taste is no longer the jollof rice that is on the street. Your taste is the jollof rice that is, let's say, Kimpiski.
Yeah.
You've been doing that for years. You've got the money for it. If I'm stepping in, how am I going to afford that? Let me save myself the drama. I wouldn't even jump into
Yeah.
that because I want to take care of my home, but at the same time, you're already somewhere in your life that I might not be able to do that, right? I don't think it's necessarily like insecurity. They're just doing checks and balances and knowing that, hey, this might not go well, so I might as well just save myself. But I think if a man understands that and he decides he's going with it, he's willing to pretty much do whatever that, fits into that, that budget of yours. But yeah.
I like that. That one was a little deep. Yeah, I like it. All right, last one. Okay. She loves watching pee. Is that a big no or a big yes?
P as in like porn? Yeah, that's a big no.
Oh,
Like you do it all the time?
yeah.
Like all the time.
She likes.
Yeah.
Does it make the man feels like he's not doing well?
I think if you are really enjoying what I'm giving to you, why are you actually watching somebody?
Ooh, yeah. Maybe some tips.
Because when you're watching it, the work itself is not your eyes, it's your brain, right?
Oh, okay.
So your brain does the job. So if you actually enjoy me a lot,
you
why don't you
consider
just
that.
use your brain to enjoy that in your head? You already have the
Yeah.
images in your head.
Okay.
But if you are constantly watching it, yeah, maybe you have a problem. Maybe it's not me, it's you.
Too freaky.
Yeah. Plus, eventually you will start, demanding a bunch of stuff
Yes.
that
Like,
I might not be willing to do. So if you're already there is a difference in we getting married and then you having this problem later. And I would say, oh, I can help you overcome it. If you watch it once, twice, cool, I get it. But if you watch it all the time, yeah, it's a
That's a
problem.
big-
And if that happens after marriage, cool. Maybe I will help you, get out of that.
yeah.
But if you have that problem already, no, I'm not trying to take
It's
on
too
that
much.
problem. Like, I will stay away from that.
Wohnim sɛ wohwɛ saa nneɛma na wode fa kɔ baabi wae.
Yeah.
What if a man loves it though?
I think it's the same thing.
Eh,
It goes both ways.
then they'll be doing pum pum square.
Yeah, I think it goes both ways.
Yeah.
If he watches it
Too much.
once in a
Well,
while,
fine.
yeah, maybe he's trying to find new
Yeah.
positions. I
Yeah.
don't know.
Yeah.
But if he watches it all
All
the
the
time,
time.
okay, now he has a problem.
Yeah.
And if he gets that problem while you're in the marriage, help him overcome it. If he has that problem already, I will stay away from it. If I'm a lady, I would just back off from it. Like, hey, go fix
This one
yourself
there.
first.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not trying to take on a problem and help you fix it. Like, I can change you. Nobody can change nobody.
Yeah.
It's a lie. It's people, oh, I would change this, but no, you can't.
You can't.
You can't change
This is
nobody.
what you have to deal with.
Yeah, so you either accept it or don't deal with it. Leave it alone.
Okay. All right. That'll be all. You
That
good?
was good. Yeah, I'm good.
Okay.
That was good.
All right,
Can't wait to
guys.
see how it comes out.
Oh, you're gonna love it.
Yeah.
Okay, so that was amazing, and Mr. Joey was a good sport, and he gave
Thank
us
you.
some tips here and there. So I know most of the time when we have a male guest in the house,
Mm-hmm.
the men eat it for the advice, and the women eat it for the looks. And he's yummy, so please shift. Let me see.
Paying attention.
All right. That will be all for today. You're welcome
Thank
for
you.
coming to help us do this episode. I actually thought it may not happen. but,
Why?
Yes.
Why? Why did you think it won't happen?
I didn't know you actually show up.
Oh,
Yes.
I like to keep my word.
Yes, and you are here. So thank you so much for
I
coming.
like to keep my word. So if I say I'm coming, I'm coming.
All right. Okay, guys. So in the studio, we had Mr. Joey Mensa who came to help us discuss certain things. And me too. I'm Genevieve Donko. All right. So please make sure you subscribe. You leave your comments and thoughts and everything in the comment section. And follow us. Okay. Because we have more things like this coming your way. All right. I love you so much. Once again, my name is Genevieve.